these go. I was just reporting on something here in Tampa about 77 veterans flying out at 6 a.m. and they'll be back at 8:15. Anyway, and then I see this. How old is this? September 5. I'm a new racist. What? In quotes, judge removed after court official shares audio recording. She's a judge who makes life-altering decisions, armed all judges for decisions, altering decisions for families and those, lovely, with disabilities. Now, Kathleen Ryan is accused of making racist comments and using shocking derogatory language. Let's listen.
Who makes life-altering decisions for families and those with disabilities, now accused of making racist comments and using shocking derogatory language. Thank you for joining us for 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Mike Duffy. 7 investigator Heather Catallo joins us now with more about why an Oakland County probate judge has been removed from her docket. Heather?
Mike, a high-ranking probate court official says he's been recording Judge Kathleen Ryan's statements for years. Even though probate court administrator Edward Hutton says he's been harassed by Judge Ryan, he says he does not want this to be about him. Hutton says he's coming forward now because he wants to protect the people who have to face Judge Ryan in the courtroom.
Amen.
The Honorable Kathleen A. Ryan presiding. Good morning. You may be seated.
Let's just say I haven't seen much. I just saw good morning, yada yada, and that did not look like a friendly person.
After more than 13 years on the bench, Oakland County Chief Probate Pro Tem Judge
So she's nice and comfy. She's not going anywhere. She's been there for 13 years.
Kathleen Ryan is out of her courtroom. Chief Probate Judge Linda Hallmark removed Judge Ryan from her docket last week, announcing that a complaint about internal allegations of unprofessional conduct was sent to the Judicial Tenure Commission. Judge Ryan was arrested in 2021 for domestic violence, but those charges were later dismissed.
How is this
and now
possible?
She's back in the headlines.
Ow.
So if you're black from any other country, you're doing way better. If you're an American black person, then you're a lazy piece of
The 7 investigators have obtained the recordings that county officials say prompted Judge Ryan's removal.
he's just I have no use for him.
She's made it a living hell in the past 6 years. I mean, it's been terrible. It's cost me.
This is crazy. Like, I knew about that judge from Atlanta. He's a black fella himself, but this biatch right here.
Relationships. I think it's affected my health.
Yeah.
Can't sleep.
Attorney Edward Hutton is the Oakland County Probate Court Administrator. He's in charge of running everything that's not under the judge's purview inside one of the state's largest probate courts. Hutton alleges...
Ooh, I just gotta say real quick, probate. Probate? You know what that is, do you? I suggest you look it up, man. Oh my God. Oh. So, okay, wait. This biatch right here is in charge of probate court. I mean, it did say that at the beginning with families and people with disabilities, aka like conservatorships, aka like indentured servants. Basically, probate is another form of slavery.
Judge Ryan has been calling him both during work and after hours for years. And Hutton says during those hours and hours of calls, Judge Ryan said highly inappropriate things. Why did you start recording the calls?
Because it was
I just felt like...
Ain't nobody gonna believe me otherwise, okay? I can read this face. Poor guy. He's an attorney, so like he's used to getting up and going to bat. She said, why did you feel like you needed to start recording these calls? He felt like ain't nobody gonna believe my mofo ass. Number one. Okay, no one believed me. No one that's believed me, okay? Then we got also, what else we got? She powerful. She runs shit. She's a shot caller. What the hell else was I supposed to do? All right, let's see what he does actually have to say, but that's what I'm guessing.
It wasn't going to change. Nothing's manipulated in it. It's conversations that I was a part of, and I'm absolutely willing to testify to the authenticity of every single one of them.
I can honestly say that. Okay, I'm not systemically racist. I'm a new racist.
What does that mean?
I never was, but now I am because you're shoving the down my throat and making allegations that you don't know about.
Ooh.
You're telling me who I am and you've never met me.
Oh.
You.
Hutton says that
That's a judge speaking. Just let me just clear my throat. That's a judge supposed to be speaking. She ain't supposed to be speaking like that, you little hoe bag.
judge also used homophobic slurs about other elected officials.
Bet she did.
And that's not all.
A lot of times they were conversations about sexual encounters
Oh
that she's
my good
having with
God.
various individuals. I mean, in intimate detail.
Hutton says for years he felt like he had to play along, and he says for years he was afraid to speak up.
I didn't
Yeah.
want to lose my job, and I didn't want to be
The black
in her
sheep of
crosshairs.
town.
It's such a David and Goliath situation. I don't have the power. I'm not elected. I could get fired tomorrow.
What did I write? She's all powerful, shot caller, and something else.
May 24th, Hutton says he sent Chief Judge Linda Hallmark a notice of sexual harassment.
For 3 months, nothing happened.
That's why on August 22nd, Hutton says he decided to send the recordings to the Chief Justice of the State Supreme Court,
He's like, "F
Oakland County
this."
Executive David Coulter, and other public officials.
Somebody better
And he
help.
also contacted me.
I just want to make it right. I haven't filed a lawsuit. I'm not looking
He
for a
ain't looking
payday.
for that.
I want to keep my
See?
job and do it in peace. That's
Just correctly.
And I want the people in Oakland County that come to court to get a fair shake, to have their
Amen.
day in court, to have an unbiased trier of fact.
In that email, Hutton said Judge
We can tell that things are changing just because of what he just said. I mean, that almost gave me goosebumps. For real. Sending you this email out of concern for the actions of Judge Kathleen A. Ryan. She has vocalized her hate and contempt for various protected groups. Executive Coulter, State Court Administrator Thomas Boyd, and her colleagues. I have been sexually harassed, made to work in a toxic and hostile work environment, intimidated and retaliated against. For years, I felt I had to play along and condone this egregious behavior or lose my job, which I have no doubt is true. Me neither. I have reached the point that keeping my job under these conditions is worse than losing it. Phew, that hits home, and I'm no attorney, but my mother always said I should be because I do like to argue. More importantly, the people of our country and state deserve a fair and impartial decision maker. Amen to that. A bar that Kathleen A. Ryan clearly falls well short of. I have not filed a JTC because she has always said she has a friend on the JTC. Oh my God. I have gone through several other channels to address these issues since May 24 of 2024, including notifying Chief Judge Linda S. Hallmark of sexual harassment, notify our SCAO regional director, notifying our county corporation council, and discussing the issue with the county labor relations department. How many people was that? Nothing has happened other than that Judge Ryan being asked not to have direct contact with me. Can you just not talk to him anymore? Because, he's causing a fit. Labor relations seem genuinely interested, but I have seen no progress in the 2 months since we spoke. All-powerful shot caller, well-connected. I send this email to you out of frustration and desperation. I've attached recordings of statements. See, now's when it's going to get serious. Because he already reached out to how many people? Them, 2, 3, okay, 1, too many, okay? All right. And play.
Ryan, quote, has vocalized her hate and contempt for various protected groups. Once the recordings were shared with those state and county officials, Judge Ryan was removed from her docket.
Thank God.
In a statement, County Executive Coulter said, quote, there is absolutely no place for harassment of any kind or for racist or
I will just say it's interesting that you happen to say that now when I'm pretty sure I just read your name on that damn piece of paper saying that they let you know. But
homophobic language by anyone at Oakland County, especially by someone the public must be confident will act fairly and impartially.
Yeah, that's the issue.
The alleged conduct and abhorrent
Alleged?
comments
wait,
made.
that's not really alleged if you ask me, since, it's alleged until we get a voice analysis specialist, what have you. But, that didn't seem very alleged.
By Judge Ryan merited her removal from the probate court docket pending further investigation.
Good.
Is Judge Ryan fit to be on the bench?
No.
Absolutely not.
Why would you even
Nobody
ask
with that much hate in their heart for certain people or certain groups of
Don't
people.
need to be judging nobody.
I don't believe that they could possibly make fair, unbiased decisions regarding them.
I did reach out to Judge Kathleen Ryan to talk to her about this. Her attorneys sent me this statement that says, quote, "We respect the authority of the Michigan Supreme Court. However, we look forward to vindicating Judge Ryan in the appropriate forum." I also spoke to probate judge Daniel O'Brien. He says Judge Ryan's friends are supporting her and believe these statements are totally out of character for her.
So they do
certainly
agree.
a lot here, but
So they do agree that it is her speaking.
what's next with the Judicial Tenure Commission?
Well, they cannot confirm or deny whether they are pursuing
Oh, dear God. They can't confirm or deny. Are you kidding? That's like what the military people have to say if you ask them any questions. Whatever.
an investigation. There has been some
Although I will say at the same time, this is good news because something actually happened.
reporting that suggested that the complaint against the judge involved an inappropriate personal relationship. Hutton says that is not true. He says there was no physical contact. This was strictly a sexual harassment complaint about her alleged comments that started all of this. But again, he says the bigger issue here is what the judge says about people.
It's for the people. It isn't about him, y'all. Come on.
People in protected classes, and he's hoping that that is what the JTC will focus on. So everybody's just sort of waiting to see what
If they focus on anything, I thought they said they can't confirm or deny.
they will do.
And it sounds like this is in its early days. We know that you're going to stay on top of it, so
Oh, will you
appreciate
now?
it.